Hi, all. I'm Ben V. Welcome to the Roadhouse Blues News and Reviews. Today we'll be talking about 14 contemporary female Roadhouse Blues artists that you should know. And if you like this video, I certainly would appreciate it if you subscribe below. As a new content creator for YouTube, that is so important to me because I'm pretty excited about being able to use this forum to get out news about, some just fabulous artists in the contemporary Roadhouse blues market. And as we go along here, I want to challenge you to ask yourself, how many of these 14 contemporary female artists that I'm going to cover do you know? Now, I think you'll know at least one of them, but if you know four or less, you're probably either new to the blues or, just acquiring an interest in it. If four of them, yeah, you're listening to the blues somewhere on the internet. If you know eight, yeah, you're listening to a lot of blues. And if you know 12, well, you should be a YouTube content creator too and help me get the word out about the badass blues artists that are out there. And our first artist we're going to talk about today, her name is Shemekia Copeland. She is blues royalty. She is the daughter of Johnny Copeland, one of the all-time great bluesmen. And she's just a badass. I mean, sings great. And a lot of her music is socially aware. I mean, she gets out there. She talks about the issues, about what she perceives happening in society, and I enjoy listening to her. And I appreciate the courage of her convictions. Here recently, she helped save the career of this man. This is Kenny Wayne Shepherd, arguably one of the best blues rockers on the planet. And back in, I guess it was early 2021, rumors started coming out that he had been denied a nomination for a major blues award because of a car that he owned. Now, Kenny has made enough money that his hobby is collecting automobiles, muscle cars and the like. And one of those cars was a replica of the Dukes of Hazzard car from the television show back in the 1970s. When the internet found out about that, social media exploded with accusations of racism by Kenny. When Shemekia found out about that, within 2 months, she invited Kenny to go into the studio with her, and they recorded a song and a video entitled Hit 'Em Back. Shot to the top of the charts, and the video even opens with another picture of one of the cars from Kenny's collection. And not only Shemekia, there were a number of other major blues artists that came to Kenny's defense. But I was really, really happy to see Shemekia do that. And like I said, I personally believe that she helped save his career. So in any case, her latest album is Done Come Far. It's pretty good. I encourage you to listen to it. Up next is a little firecracker out of Kansas City. Her name is Samantha Fish. Plays a badass guitar, has a great voice. She's easy on the eye. She's very, very popular, for her live concerts. And her latest studio album is entitled Faster, which is a blues rocker. This lady hails from Italy. Her name is Ava Carboni, and she has an absolutely fabulous voice to go along with those good looks. And she sings a variety of styles, all the way from, what I call lounge blues, easy listening blues, does traditional blues, and she can crank it up and rock the blues also. Her latest album is entitled Smoke and Mirrors, and I've been spinning a number of cuts off of it during my blues shows. This lady, her name is Jackie Benson. She hails from New York City, plays a fabulous guitar, great voice, nice songwriter, spends a lot of time down in Austin, Texas. And it may surprise you, but Austin is also a hotbed for the contemporary blues. Her latest recording is entitled Love Transcends. This is one of the best guitar players on the planet. Her name is Joanne Shaw Taylor. She hails from the Midlands in the UK. Oh, can she play a guitar? And not only that, she can sing. For her latest studio album, she teamed up with Joe Bonamassa as her producer, and he brought out the R&B in her voice, and that is a fabulous thing. You got to give her a listen, both for her voice and her talent on the guitar. Her latest recording is the blues album, her latest studio recording. This lady hails from Houston, Texas, where I lived for a long time. Her name is Donna Greenleaf. And back in, I think it was 2014, she won the Coco Taylor Award as the best traditional female blues artist on the planet. Highly deserved, and she still is. Her latest recording is I Ain't Playing, and she doesn't play around. She kicks out the blues. This is Geneva Magnus. She has put out a number of albums over the last 20 years that I've absolutely loved. She's won, I can think of at least 5 or 6 major blues awards in the last decade or so. Her latest recording is Hard to Kill. I'm spinning the hell out of it. Good tunes. This is Polly O'Keery. She hails from the Pacific Northwest in the United States. She is a great bass player as well as the lead vocalist for her group, The Rhythm Method. Her latest album is entitled 50. For many of you, I was thinking, you might know who one of the other artists is that you're going to see, but a number of you may be aware of Beth Hart. She is known as a contemporary blues artist, but the truth is she is as much a rocker as she is a blues lady. Yeah, I've gotten to meet her. I've gotten to interview her backstage. She is very personable, very down to earth. Oh, can she sing? And on her latest recording, a tribute to Led Zeppelin, she absolutely aces a number of Led Zeppelin tunes. You got to listen to it. This is another fabulous lady out of the Pacific Northwest in the United States. Her name is Teresa James. She fronts her group, the Rhythm Tramps. Yeah, she's one of the great voices of her generation. And her latest album, studio album, is entitled Rose-Colored Glasses. This young lady, her name is Demetria Taylor, and she's another one with blues in her blood. She's the daughter of the great Eddie Taylor, and she's a fixture at a club in Chicago that is on my bucket list. I think it's called Blue Chicago. Yeah, I want to go to the club. Also want to go to Buddy Guy's club, and I want to see Demetria Taylor sing. And she has a brand new recording out, and I mean brand new, on the Delmark record label, which is one of the great labels of the blues. It's entitled Do What I'm Supposed to Do. This is a lady from Canada. Her name is Angel Forrest. She has a delightful, raspy voice. She inevitably gets compared to Janis Joplin, and she can crank it out in a variety of blues styles. Her latest album was entitled Angels 11 Volume 2. She does a lot of duos, and she recorded this down in Nashville, so includes duos with a number of blues artists as well as several country artists. Interesting recording. This is the queen of the stiletto blues. Oh, yeah. Her name is Anna Popovic. She's from Serbia. She's been in the United States for a number of years. I've seen her a number of times. I've talked to her and chatted about music with her. And I just love her live performances. She's up there and she's just cranking out the blues, and she's using guitar pedals in her high heels. It is something to see. And she does jazzy blues. In fact, she did a recording with her father, Milton, back in 2015 or so. and she does, contemporary blues, and she can turn up the volume and crank out Jimi Hendrix riffs that'll just blow you away. Her latest studio recording is entitled Like It on Top. And last but not least, by far, is Bonnie Raitt. She is still, after all these years, one of the major contemporary blues artists, and she has broad appeal to folks in the rock genre love her, people in country love her. She's still looking good, and Bonnie's 72 now, and great voice, plays a badass slide guitar. I mean, she is one of the great ladies of the Roadhouse Blues. And her latest album is entitled Just Like That. Well, the question is, how many of these 14 artists did you know? Yeah, I hope I introduced you to a number and tell you what you can do for me is you can let me know how many you knew of in the comment section below this video. I'd be very interested in that. See how many of these artists are getting the attention of folks like you. And there are so many more. This is a limited amount of time to do these. And the contemporary Roadhouse Blues is awash with any number of talented female artists and musicians. Carolyn Wonderland, Venice Thomas, Sue Foley, Chantel McGregor out of the UK, Joanna Connor, Danielle Nicole, Els Bailey, Sari Shore, personal favorite of mine out of Canada, Layla Zoe, and Dawn Tyler Watson, another Canadian. And hopefully in the future, I'll do another video about them. The blues is not dead. You hear that a lot. It is simply not true, and it's not dying. I am overwhelmed with the number of artists sending me recordings that they hope that I will listen to and select to play on my blues shows. But the blues is ignored by the mainstream music media and the traditional major music labels, and that's a shame because it denies these talented ladies that I've discussed today the opportunity to reach a much broader market. But in spite of that, ours are still drawn to the beauty of the blues, be it traditional or blues rock, Chicago blues, roots blues, contemporary blues, or R&B and soul. Yeah, I consider all of that the Roadhouse Blues, and the Roadhouse Blues rolls on. On my website at benvblues.com, I'll provide a list of these artists and their current album release, and a link to a recommended tune for their career, from their career, that you can listen to on YouTube or Spotify. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be back soon with more Roadhouse Blues news and reviews. You all take care.